There are questions the soul asks in whispers, not in words. Questions that emerge not from books or doctrines, but from the stillness that comes after watching a child sleep, after witnessing their first cry, their first word, their first defiance. And perhaps the most profound of these questions is, what did this child bring with them into the world? Not just genetically, not just behaviorally, but spiritually, morally, karmically. And if they were born in a certain month, did that moment in time reveal something deeper about their purpose, their struggle, their essence? Immanuel Kant, though a philosopher of reason and duty, understood that time and morality were not merely external measures, but inner compasses. He did not write about karma in the Eastern sense, but he believed in causality, in universal moral law, and in the profound importance of each person's entrance into the world. For Kant, birth was not accidental. It was the beginning of a moral journey, one shaped not only by experience, but by the internal architecture of the will. What if your child was born in January, the first month, the beginning of the calendar, a soul that enters at the doorway of time itself? According to Kantian thought, this child might carry the weight of initiating of forging paths where none existed. A January child may be called to lead not by dominance, but by moral example. But that karma is heavy. They may feel the pressure of perfectionism, of being the standard. Their struggle, then, is not to dominate others, but to learn the humility of quiet leadership, of discipline balanced by empathy. And what of February? A short, peculiar month. The exception, the leap. A soul born in February may carry the karma of contradiction, of feeling different. They may ask the deepest questions, the earliest. They may not fit in, because they are not meant to. Kant would say this child embodies the challenge of autonomy. They must learn to obey their own law, not out of rebellion, but out of fidelity to what is right. Their struggle is loneliness, but their gift is depth. March, the beginning of spring. Renewal. A child born in March may carry the karma of rebirth, of cycles ending and beginning. They might be old souls with young energy, restless, creative, full of ideas, but easily distracted. Kant would say their moral task is consistency, to follow through, to transform potential into action. Their path is one of balancing enthusiasm with integrity. April. Storms and sunshine, contradiction in motion. A child born in April may have the karma of duality, passion and impatience. They may challenge authority early. Kant would smile at this, for he valued reason over obedience. This child's challenge is to understand that freedom is not the absence of rules, but the capacity to follow rules one would impose on oneself. Their struggle is power, but their growth is in learning responsibility. May, the stabilizer. A child born in May may bring the karma of grounding, of material attachment, of beauty and comfort. They may seek pleasure, but fear change. Kant would point them toward duty to rise above inclination, to do what is right, not because it feels good, but because it is good. Their lesson is to find freedom not in indulgence, but in self-mastery. June. A time of light, social energy, communication. A child born in June may bring the karma of expression. They may charm easily. They may hide behind words. Their challenge is to speak not to please, but to reveal truth. Kant would say, let your words be guided by principle, not by flattery. This child's journey is from superficial connection to authentic intimacy. July. A month of memory, of water and emotion. A child born in July may bring the karma of ancestral healing. They may feel responsible for others' happiness. They may absorb emotions not their own. Kant would remind them, the highest morality is not sacrifice, but self-respect. This child must learn to love without losing themselves. Their task is emotional sovereignty. August, the heat of summer, a time of performance, of radiance. A child born in August may carry the karma of visibility. They may crave admiration. They may lead with confidence or mask insecurity. Kant would urge them to ask, am I doing this because it is right, or because I want applause? Their lesson is authenticity, to shine, not to be seen, but to serve. September, harvest time. A child born in September may bring the karma of precision. They may be perfectionists, analytical, hard on themselves. Kant, a master of structure, would understand, but he would also caution them, do not confuse rigor with righteousness. Let your ethics be alive, not rigid. Their struggle is self-criticism. Their calling is wise discernment. October, balance, justice. A child born in October may bring the karma of harmony. They may avoid conflict. They may fear disapproval. Kant would remind them, morality is not people-pleasing. It is choosing what is just, even when it is unpopular. Their journey is to speak truth, to stand firm in principle, even at the cost of comfort. November, depth, mystery. A child born in November may carry the karma of transformation. They may be intense, private seekers of truth. They often experience betrayal or loss early. Kant would say, suffering does not diminish your dignity, reveals it. This child's path is to alchemize pain into purpose, to find strength not in control, but in truth. December, ending and beginning. A child born in December may bring the karma of wisdom, of ancient knowing. They may feel both young and old, idealistic yet cynical. Kant would urge them to act, even when others hesitate, to bring light not through sermons, but through example. Their challenge is despair, but their mission is hope. Whatever month your child was born, Kant would say this, their entrance into the world was not mere biology, it was the beginning of a moral life, a life of choices, of duties, of growth. And your role, as their guide, is not to shape them into your image, but to help them become what they already are, free moral agents, capable of choosing the good for its own sake. Every tantrum is not just behavior, is a test of will. Every lie is not just mischief, it is an experiment in truth. Every act of kindness is not just innocence, it is moral awakening, and you, as their parent, are not here to control their karma, but to mirror their dignity, to respond not with punishment alone, but with principle, to raise not just a child, but a human being who can stand in the world and say, I act not because I am told, but because I believe it is right. This is what it means to honor the karma they brought, to see beyond personality into purpose, to witness not just a birthday, but a beginning, and to love them not by removing every obstacle, but by walking beside them as they learn to choose the right thing, even when it is hard. Your child is not yours to keep. They are here to become, and their becoming began the moment they arrived, exactly in that month, with all the weight and wonder of their hidden karma. And now, your task is clear, not to predict their path, but to prepare their soul, to raise them with freedom, with reason, with love that respects their uniqueness. Because one day, they will stand where you stand, and they will ask the same question, and hopefully, they will know, I came here for a reason. I was not born at random. I carried something. I lived it. I gave it meaning. That is karma fulfilled.